Welcome back, everybody. The San Diego County Sheriff's Office has created a new program that brings deputies and local children together to build positive and rewarding connections. Joining us to talk more about the initiative is Deputy Michael Benninger from the San Marcos Sheriff Station. Thanks for joining us. This is really cool. It's called Rise Above, right?
Yep.
Tell us about the program.
So it's a great program for the youth. It's really a simple idea, but it's coupled with the hard work of the deputies that put together this program. So we wanted to empower our youth in our communities and their families to be responsible young adults that are going to be the pillars of our society moving forward. So we really ingrained the deputies, their families, to have this collaborative effort for our communities. So it's for 9 to 12-year-olds, and we want to basically establish a good foundation for positive resources for these kids to live a healthy lifestyle moving forward.
You just mentioned the kids and their families. Talk about the role that the families play in the program.
The families were a huge role. We couldn't have done it without them. It was a collaborative effort. We had, most of the time, 2 separate pieces of content. We would split apart the adults and the kids and for the learning lessons. And basically for the kids, we would just have a round table with the deputies, and we just have very candid conversations about the topics at hand. So for something as far as like mental health that we had one week, we talked with the kids. Based on our studies, we probably had about 1 minute of attention span for each of the kids, for each how old they were. So for 9 to 12-year-olds, we were thinking we had about 9 to 12 minutes with these kids. We had candid conversations with them for about 45 minutes, and I was extremely surprised at how much we learned as deputies interacting with these kids and how much they knew from such a young age.
Do the parents participate in the program with the kids?
Yes, they do. So they basically, we have a learning lesson for each week. So let's just say mental health again for one of the weeks. The youth and the adults would learn their own content, and then we would come together at the end. And it would also facilitate information exchange later at, say, the dinner table to collaborate and talk even more and further develop that bond between the family. Oh,
that's really cool. You have some partnerships in this endeavor.
Yes, the partnerships, we couldn't have done that without them either. In San Marcos, we had the Boys and Girls Club, which hosted our venue. In Vista, we had the Linda Rhodes facility that hosted their venue. And we had such a big turnout that there was pretty much no other venues that we could have done it at, because even for graduation, we did a collaborative effort, and we did a church in San Marcos at Grace Church, and we had to move venues 2 or 3 times because the program was just getting bigger and bigger as we went along. So,
and this was the first time you've done this?
Yes.
This is the first program?
First time. So with these community partners came together, they provided raffles at the very end for gift cards, groceries. We had food at the very end at Starbucks, Raising Cane's, Chick-fil-A, Casino de Charo in San Marcos. Everybody came together to make this program a great success.
Okay, so now there is a process that leads to a graduation.
Yes, so it's 7 weeks of content, and then on that 8th week is where everybody comes together for the graduation. And I can't tell you, the families, they came up to me individually, both during and after the graduation, saying what a big impact this program had on their family.
And how many days a week is involved here?
It was once a week, and it was every Tuesday for us in San Marcos, and it was every Thursday in Vista.
Okay, and how long do the sessions last?
They were about an hour and a half. That's what they were scheduled for.
Okay.
But many of the times, deputies stayed afterwards to interact with the families one-on-one, interact with the kids if they had questions, if they needed to come up to us to ask for resources. We were always there, and we were happy to stay afterwards.
Now, what a great program. So graduation class 1 has already graduated?
Yes.
So now you're ready to, when's the next one start?
So the next one is going to be Vista in January. In February, we're now introducing South County, which will be Rancho San Diego. And then for San Marcos, we will be in April.
Okay, families watching right now and they want to get involved, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
The best way to keep up to date with the information will be sdsheriff.gov, and then under the community tab, it'll be Rise Above, and it'll have the dates, locations, and registration.
Okay, community tab, Rise Above.
Yep.
All right. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. Great program.